liked what you were doing.
Huh?
I liked what you were doing.
Go back here and bring that up. I just want to hear the first one that you put down there for cap. No, it didn't, so we're gonna have to redo the beginning.
You're the engineer, man.
Yeah,
Not
so
me.
what I'm
So
gonna
you start
do
from the
is,
beginning?
Yeah, I wonder what happened. We just stopped.
Half a second though.
It,
I mean,
yeah,
it redid. The reality is that he's playing, and that half second.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm just a mechanic. I'm just a mechanic.
Are we queuing from the beginning?
Yeah. No, it's the,
Good.
yeah.
Can we save any of that, or is it?
Oh yeah, no, I'm saving everything except for the beginning note.
Okay. So then I'll just come in.
If you can do the beginning note again real quick.
Yeah, sure.
And then we'll. Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
How do we link that up with what he's done?
All I have to do is slip it up into place.
Yeah.
Everything else was after that.
No, but what I mean is how do we link up where
Heard about
3 or 4.
304.
Yeah, he'll just run it like a pre-roll, and then I'll just come in.
Okay, so
Okay, no,
304
that's
is
good.
right about
That's
here.
what I was
Give me, when we do the other end of it, give me enough pre-roll there where I can sort of get into it myself, so I can
Okay.
sort of make it a transition.
So Danielle, if you could bring it back to about 240, and that's where because I'll splice it
Mm-hmm.
between there. We'll split the difference if it's back that far.
In fact, I'm gonna probably have to listen to it once, just to know what I did there, so I can.
Yeah, you want to hear what you did right there?
Yeah, just
Okay.
the last small portion of it.
Okay. Camera was shooting up
Yeah, it
to
was
the
good.
there.
Yeah, so
240. Yeah, I think you gotta go with what they're saying. I didn't.
go ahead. Can you do that one more time, Bruce?
Yeah.
We'll see if I can play along with it at all.
It's coming up on it.
Yep, yep. Anywhere in there probably is. Try to jump on it.
Okay. So let me mute.
Okay, wait.
Let me play that little bit so you have that.
Yeah,
Does
just so I
that
can
won't
hear,
affect what
and
this
I'm gonna
recording
try to
is?
play with it as much as I can, so.
Wait for a second. Okay, we're coming in right there.
We didn't have this problem, and it's
Just like that.
has been laid down before
Yeah.
that, so it's an interesting thing to take in. So, can we run that with the video and make sure, I mean, we wanna make sure everything's cool, right?
Yeah,
As far
let
as
me just go in here and do this real quick so that we,
I think that's mine right there, isn't it? Oh, somebody's calling? Oh. What the heck is that? If you don't mind, that'd be great. I'm kind of watching this all unfold.
Useless is, I think, oh, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm trying to help out your sense.
I thought what you did was beautiful.
Thank you. Well, I gave it some thought, you know, I watched it a few times.
I'm gonna shut this down for a minute, probably cool off, but turn it back on.
this matches here.
Yeah, I'm curious to see that.
That's the only one.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I better unmute things. So we can hear.
Oh, you don't want to unmute all of them?
Yeah, just mute him.
Yeah.
And I'll shift that back.
Do you know what, Bruce? There's an image, like you have the still image right at the beginning. All of a sudden he looks up, maybe you should put it there.
Okay. Shift that and adjust that.
Right there. Yeah, right there where he actually looks up.
There you go.
Suspense.
Hmm?
Suspense.
Good. No, that's good. The dynamic is very good. It's all. It's great. So I think it's not actually. It's still moving forward.
This is this is,
Oh yeah. Have a lot of fun with that sign.
this is an open spot. It's more conventional.
Made the leap, if you get my drift. Across the bridge.
Towards the bottom, and that's why I changed.
Believe me, you've done, this is beautiful.
That caught me off guard. I didn't realize it was that quick, but that's okay.
You know, because we can stretch that anyways, right?
Oh, yeah.
Bruce, we can stretch it into that end.
Let's see, there's something else I could do here. Because we started back here at 240, I can shift this entire thing just a little bit and extend out that ending to right where you want it.
Yeah, yeah. It should, hang on. It should correspond with the closing of the door.
You need to stop smoking cigarettes.
Just see, adjust that ending thing. I think it'd be perfect.
Yeah, I like that. I
What's
like
that
the
smile
timing of it. I like that when you got into that low end as you were crawling down.
Everything very simple, like there's almost nothing there.
Right,
You
yeah.
know?
And
Oh, and yeah,
DJ Danny.
yeah. But
Yeah.
that's the thumb piano. Is that the thumb
Who's there?
piano?
No, that's rim
Oh, it's
shots.
you?
That's just
Okay.
rim shots on the rim. Thumb piano is a
Oh, I hear you. I hear it now.
I already hear, I heard some Confluent stuff happening already just from
Yeah, you're building it up.
I'm strictly focused on the sun. You're talking about the other stuff. You really had what you just did. It's unbelievable. Great idea.
I just have an idea.
Beautiful. So just a little bit.
Right there,
Yeah.
bang.
You got that right, Bruce? That's no problem, is it? Dragging that in?
Hey, I saw something very cool. I don't know, Bruce, this is with you, Bruce. Back there, the camera is just coming up into that blue space. A bird flies across, right?
Right,
Right, and a little later, I do like it's almost like a,
right.
and it's that
And you
fast.
do it right
And
after
we
that.
can, yeah, if we can
Right.
get, man, if you can coordinate that with,
Yeah.
or I can
Yeah.
overdub it
Yeah.
too. I
Yeah.
can do something, you know?
And see, these volumes when we're engineering it, we can master that and bring it up and
Oh,
down.
yeah, no, there's no question. I think about that all the time.
Playing real light, you were starting to come up. And that
Yeah.
was very cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Several places where your whole project.
That was, seriously, I love you like a brother, but
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's still truthfully.
Interpretation was
I
beautiful.
love the smell of freedom. If I'd
Because
like to
you
do
are.
that bird, if somehow he can manipulate that bird coming through when I do
Oh,
that
yeah.
little thing.
Yeah, and I recognize that when you were playing it the first time,
Yeah,
the minute you saw it, you did something.
fit perfect with that bird.
Well, that was somewhere
You sure
just
that was a
before
bird
the
or was it a
240.
leaf? I saw it, I thought it was a leaf. What difference does it make, I suppose? It kind of works this way, this
Yeah,
way, and
and
then comes back around, and that's where the, yeah.
Yeah, you already passed it there. You come back a little bit further.
Yeah, I think this is sort of coming into it. Might be right here somewhere.
But I'll watch it when we're watching the video and
Yeah.
this playback
Yeah,
for those things. Because I thought that as soon as I saw the
Yeah,
bird go
yeah.
across and you did something, and I went, he caught that.
great minds think alike, you know?
Well, because I was trying to, when you're playing, I'm trying to look at what you're focusing on
Yeah,
based on your speed and what you're doing
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
kind of a
yeah,
move, because that's
yeah.
what I did with Chris when he did his thing.
yeah,
And I could see that you were looking at it when the sun was poking through there,
yeah.
and it kept poking through, and
Yeah.
you kept doing something there.
Yeah, it was up here.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
That was the
Yeah,
sun.
you made that same comment when I played back.
It was, no, it's true. It's always interesting to me how this works, because you really never know what anybody's gonna do, but yet, like you said, there's confluence with the soundtrack. There's also confluence with the visual.
Right.
So it's,
Yeah. This corner here, there, and it's a video defect, but there
Yes.
are two leaves, and those migrate up into the disappear. And then as soon as they disappear, there's two other leaves that
well,
Yeah.
well, yeah, but,
Yeah.
but you know, I said, Paul, I got one problem with this thing I shot. I said, I see a little glitch. He said, I can't guarantee that we wouldn't get the glitch shooting it, because when you get direct sun, you have this potential to get that, and that's what it was. Immediately, and I thought, oh man, but I didn't even notice it now.
I like it. Yeah, I watched it, because I think I don't know if he saw it or not, but he responded.
Somebody's a natural genius.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool.
I've got, when you come to my house, she put this video on national television in Portugal. She's in this show that's like a stage production, and her role in the entire show is she's a follow singer. She's featured and absolutely.
So before you get up, though,
Yeah.
we're still filming live? Question for you.
Okay.
If you can be, what do you think of the project? This is for listener.
You want to record what I say?
We're live. We've been live since we started.
But I forgot. Okay, so
Because your background is normally for you, I'm assuming, right?
yeah, but it's challenging and it demands different from me intellectually to process the video ahead of time. Actually does make it somewhat easier, because I can, though I don't, it allows me to create a pathway to navigate through this video, and I know it's coming, and I can start a transition into that, and then put down whatever colors I want to put down to whatever is showing on the video. Example of that, as we were just switching it, and you hear what I'm doing there, I bring it down to almost nothing, from complete dissonance and almost controlled noise. I come down to something very, very conventional, resembling maybe a fugue, a very simple fugue, but yet it sort of resembles a fugue, and everything is in harmony, whereas opposed to other scenes, there is no harmony at all. I mean, there's harmony, but it isn't harmony. Yeah, doing these projects, find that pipeline that's in my head carrying music along, and I can just draw out of it what I need at random and stick it in there, you know, and try to make to enhance the video.
So what do you think about the where the instrumentation, despite of one another, we have?
It's obvious that the whole concept is proven in some of those spots like that, because instead of this chaos, for instance, in nature, plants or trees or whatever, and they're all blowing in this wind, you realize that there is actually some sort of an organization there. It may be very, very complex for us to see it, but there is an organization. And when we're doing this with instruments, it's always incredible to me when I hear, just like when we reviewed this with just piano and drums, how in places, at times it was chaos, basically. When I came down and played that more simple and more conventional sound, you started to come up a little bit. And we had not done this together. That it reiterates and something that actually made sense. It's mind-blowing, actually, you know. And we got the same result when we did sort of morphed into being together, and there was organization. And then we all sort of stray from that, and then we're in tune with each other's minds, you know.
You know, it's crazy because Bill mentioned it, and I'm doing this to the people who are watching. Bill was on the first legitimate visual sound and the soundtrack with Confluence. There'd been one done before that. Imagine yourself on a merry-go-round or something. And it worked to a degree, but this is much more, this is much us playing and what comes out musically, what we're doing in the audio. But the fact that the Confluence is taking place between the audios. Yeah,
there's a lot of, I think there's of how to interpret certain things. I mean, because you do that on a stage live with other musicians. Be thinking of where did I just come from and where am I going, you know? And other guys that are on the stage are doing the same thing, and you're all sort of communicating at one time musically, and basically it's a very complex conversation that is going on, just like in regular jazz, where you have to be very aware of every other player and every other sound and react to that. And that's what makes it the music that it is. You know, whether you're playing a standard jazz tune or you're playing something extremely complex like this.
What? This video here, this Confluence, because if you walk out that door and a tree is blowing this way and a bush is blowing that way, and to me, of what's in your head. And you're trying to explain,
It happens rhythmically too, like I said, how we view things, how we hear things everywhere. But as I said at the beginning of this process, you've got different rhythms, different time signatures going on.
Oh yeah.
All at the same time. Really, what I think this may be closer to what real, but it's very basic.
Right there, I know that they're reverberating.
Sure. The plants speaking to everyone, because you sort of have to open your mind about how the trees communicating with each other to protect themselves.
Right.
And somehow they are communicating. One spiritual concept I tend to, not that I know anything about it, a lot about it or anything, but the one spiritual concept that resonates to me is the indigenous tribe. Everything has a spirit.
Right.
Even a rock has a spirit. I mean, a blade of grass.
Watching and listening while my wife was into you listening to.
Yes, I get that.
And I said, you don't.
I just sort of looked at him like, you're really freaking crazy. You know, this actually makes sense. And then we're going to translate this in with music, which is, man, that's challenging, but it's going to be fun, you know, to try to do that.
A friend and a talent,
Oh, absolutely.
and believing in it enough to do it
Yeah.
with us again. So,
Well, I think that
right.
it makes a difference. 'Cause
So
that
come and watch us December 28th. At
well, no, but we can do it offline. But no, I will, you know, I mean, 15 years ago or first came up here, you were the first musician I met. And you were started, he built a jazz festival here locally from scratch, just fizzled, right? And I saw in Chris, that's because this one is now dominating my mind. So you go up to the apple tree and you see all these gorgeous, delicious harvest the apples.
That's right.
He went out, actually picked them up, put them in a crate.
Yeah. Maybe you can.
I'll get her on. And Bruce, you too as well.
Oh, yeah, Bruce.
Thank you.
Don't know the time exactly, but we've got another. Here he is. He's coming in right now.
I'll stay here and say hello to
Okay, should we mute?
Get my-
Okay.
No?
Oh, yeah, man.
Just walk him out.
Link counts.
We can-
You know, I think it's good for both of us, you know?
Well,
Would you mind if I
there
can cut when I get
Yeah,
back?
Harry
I
Daughters. I
will
don't,
not.
wonderful.
we're doing the music thing.
Up, he doesn't like it very much. You know.
Jeez. I'm gonna walk out with you, make sure you get
Okay.
out. Anything I did?
Huh?
I have a bad chord. Unfortunately, this
Funky?
yeah.
I have
could be the
into.
because like I say, this is not a standard. Try with something else.
Slides look at the
on.
screen.
Oh, I see. To look at the screen.
Yeah.
This should work like this. Let me see here. What I gotta do is find the right sound. That doesn't sound right.
Bruce, this is one of those
Yep, the draw stage.
top bit.
There's that, there's that. Alright, stop. Yes, yeah. There's that sound. This,
Still running live, aren't we? Ooh, my.
say it again.
You were in the forefront, the whole thing.
Oh, at the recording, yeah.
Had people, calling in and saying, who is that dude?
Okay, so I don't know what's this thing may be on its last legs.
Well, we got the other keyboard if you need it. I think I've got some basses on there, but
You do, all right.
yeah, if need be. Yeah, it's complicated, isn't it?
Well, no, it's just this dial's to be a upright panel. And it obviously it's not. So this dial is not working. Let me see if I can figure out other ways. And we have to use yours.
Yeah, that is a synthesizer, isn't it? It's not like your regular keyboard. You can adjust your tone,
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Well,
I say,
you used to. Well, I think we're gonna have to try out your upright bass then, because this thing is not doing what it's supposed to.
okay. Not a problem.
Yeah. Those buttons work. This is.
Okay, is this safe to unplug without getting the hot sound? Yeah. Okay, well, nothing to it. Oh, that's different, yeah.
That's something special.
Okay. Oh, wait, 1 second. Okay, here we go. These are the kind of. Okay, I didn't plug the power in and Bruce out. So this one works, it's pretty simple. Electric piano, a bass.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, and then you just dial up or whatever.
Yeah, this is a good sound bass, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I gotta plug that in too.
So the other question is, you want me to try and play it as if it was an acoustic bass, like no double lines or anything like that?
It's just a clean bass, isn't it? I'm hearing a rattling, but that's not on there.
You're here.
Buzzing.
Oh, could be, yeah.
Did you have a chance to look at it at all?
Morning, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, okay, so he's on top of it that way. The beginning and the outro, the intro and the outro, really the main, Bruce can move stuff if he has to anyways, just to line it up, but I think
The deck, right? That's the beginning of the end.
right, that's the beginning of the end, and people are using the closing of the door as the,
Right.
but we bring it out,
Sure.
and then when you get to the door, or if need be, we'll just fade. And we needed to go out slow so that, you know, as my grandson's walking off the deck, it's pretty much concluded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's kind of what we're looking for, so. But we either way.
Okay.
But it's up to you, because we can.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
You want to just run it and see what happens?
Sure, why not?
Okay, so we're gonna start when you're ready. Bruce he's gonna start the thing up early and that's direct in. So yeah. So
You'll be live on video.
and yeah, we're live on video, but we do, you know.
Okay, here we go.
You can play through that one. There you go.
Got it.
How'd you feel?
Do you want to do more than one take and try different things? Listen back to it. There's one spot where I did play two notes sort of simultaneously. I don't know if it's technically possible on the bass, so that might be something you have to clean out. Because if we want it to actually sound like a bass, I mean, I could be doing, but I've never heard
Right.
do that with one take. I was happy with the way it went alone. I mean, we didn't have any parameters, so I wasn't sticking to a key or a meter or anything. It'd just be interesting to do a different one, to do it again, with a different sensibility about it.
Yeah.
It's
It's
up to
all
you.
interpretation, so you see.
This is a little different than the last time when we were bang. You didn't even know what you were going to be doing.
Well, exactly, yeah.
But we need to do this way. That's all. But
Ready when you are.
And this one, like I say, it would be interesting to do some goals.
go ahead.
If that doesn't bother you, something, you know.
Yeah.
conceivable on a base.
159 in the video is where that bird comes across. Just so
A bird or a leaf or something, and Bill Davis was trying to pick up on it.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah. Drum thing. So.
No, that'd be a good place for the.
Okay, so we're all set to go with another track then.
Yeah.
Another track. Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
That was a nice step. Keep playing Very good. Very good.
That one had a little more of a tone.
You want to play with everything, Chris?
Yeah.
Or by yourself?
I don't need to hear just my tracks. I mean,
Okay, and do you want to overlap both of those tracks?
no, I would. Well, I mean, it's your project.
I wouldn't do that. I would take one or the other. So, but I'd like to hear it with the second bass, the one he just put down with the rest of
Okay.
it. Yeah. Yeah. What did you want to see it with a visual too? Why not?
Oh, that might as well. I mean,
Maybe just audio first and then.
Either way is good.
Okay, so what do we want to do? Just with both.
But not both bass. The piano.
it'd be interesting to see it with the video, just because that way you get an idea of how the other musicians have reacted to it.
Yeah. We have the technology, so we can do that.
3. places that you could feel track.
No, that was the second track.
Yeah, you would.
Divergences of ideas, is it because we're all,
Idea that if that was an actual blend of musical, but then you realize as you look at things like tree, you know, as a person, or people, as musicians, are we on the same wavelength? I don't know at times, or is this just the way life works? Do we come into contact with people for short amount of time, a short amount, and then disperse? Just the basic concept was, you know, kind of rooted in that. So,
yeah, it's an idea I've thought about myself in the past. Like, if you wanted to try and write a composition that represented a tree out here, how would you do it?
right.
You start at the bottom with the base of the tree, use low notes and get gradually higher, so up, things like that.
Mhm.
If you have these three tracks that are independent of one another, your mind will start connecting dots, putting positives.
We had no visuals years ago. We remember you were part of that, where I think it was at Dubois studio. We did think of this. It was too much to handle at first, you know. But as I to listen to it more, then it started to make even more sense. Blanks, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's just that. I do say this. I think that we are, as a being, do that because we're not comfortable with it.
Yeah.
I always used to say you got to have big ears to listen to this stuff and be willing to kind of, you know, get a feel for what's much easier for me to listen to this and enjoy it than it was that very. Yeah, it's an interesting concept, but
Yeah.
yeah. So
I don't know if anybody else tries.
composing pieces that would sound a little bit like this, more so actually. Have in common is the energy source, the visual.
Yeah.
And then we go at it independently, and then we see what we get it to come out. But so it sounds like you still enjoy it.
Sure. Yeah. It's fun to work on this kind of experimental stuff.
Yeah.
If you're presenting it as a project, just to show how it's.
Yeah. That's why we want to do this as we grow.
Right.
Sure. And I don't know. I mean, just really glad to have you here.
Hey, my pleasure.
You know.
Very happy with that.
Yeah.
The only thing I would have done a little different if because bass players can slide up and slide. Oh yeah,
That piece. What you plug? Plug upcoming jazz jams. And we're Lincoln will be featured on that as part of that. I'm going to do a jazz trio, and who knows if we expand this schedule today. So it says Lincoln bio background. Lincoln, what's your background?
Oh, Ken, with the school systems and studied, have been working professionally. 90s, somewhere in the 90s.
Yeah, published a lot. So
Super.
we got Tom Luther coming in, I think,
Oh,
Friday,
good.
and that may conclude it. I don't know. I'm pretty pleased with what's going on.
So did everybody get to watch my keyboard? That was part of it.
Probably I wanted to get rid of, and actually he made it sound like he was going to give them to me because he was a friend and he just had no way to take them.
Yeah.
I said, "Can you use these at the studio?" And I said, "Well, I suppose, if you." Anyways, so we got down there and I thought, well, I'll take the amps if they do work, then I didn't have to pay anything. But then he asked me for $200.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I felt bad. He needed some money, so I took the. But it turns out now that this one is operating. There's a little Fender over there, which is a cute little amp, and I think that will operate. I just think they've been sitting a long time.
Yeah, that's the thing. This thing's been sitting a long time too, but I don't know. It's sufficiently complicated that I'm not
That
surprised.
looks like the real deal.
If the thing operates properly.
Yeah. Well, maybe it just needs to be plugged. DJ
Absolutely.
Lincoln, Bill Davis, who was here earlier. More to come. Take care.